Good stuff. Good stuff. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to testing here at Erolin 3D Martial Arts. Today is a very exciting day as we have one of our black belts, our first dan black belt, Sensei Chaunté, testing for her second dan today. Very excited about that. Of course, I'm joined in here in the dojo. We're joined in the dojo, of course, with family members, dojo family, as well as, of course, one of our other black belts, Sensei Dean. And so we're going to have a great testing today. Many of you guys are watching online, so thank you so much for supporting her with that. But the testing is a full comprehensive testing, of course, of all the techniques and things that we have here at our dojo. She started her testing this morning, actually, with a 1.5 mile run, made it within the time limit. So very excited about that. Now this comes the physical portion of her testing, and then we'll talk about her essay that she wrote at the end of the testing. So are we ready to get started? All right, fantastic. So send in attention. All right, turn face families, here, bow, and then face front and bow. So let's see how this works with that little injury that we're nursing. All right. Okay, so as you always know, I'm going to call each technique out twice. Especially with the fans and whatnot. If there's ever a time you need me to repeat it, you let me know. All right, here we go. First one, we're going straight into your combinations, which is going to be jab, reverse punch, hook punch with your front arm, uppercut with your back, jab, reverse, uppercut with the front arm. So jab, reverse, hook, uppercut, jab, reverse, uppercut. Ready, and 1. All right, ready, and 2. And 3. Number 2, knife hand block, reverse punch, knife hand strike with your front hand, reverse knife hand strike, vertical punch, knee strike, downward elbow. Once again, that's knife hand block, reverse punch, knife hand strike, reverse knife hand strike, vertical punch, knee strike, downward elbow. Ready, and 1. Ready, 2. Now, number 3, knife hand block, reverse punch, knife hand strike, reverse knife hand strike, vertical punch, the spinning hook kick. Again, that's knife hand block, reverse punch, knife hand strike, reverse knife hand strike, vertical punch, spinning hook kick. Ready, and 1. Two. One more time, and 3. Back fist, inside press a kick, 3 vertical punches. Back fist, inside press kick, 3 vertical punches. Ready, and 1. 2. One more time, and 3. Reverse knife hand strike, reverse punch, knife hand strike, wrist strike, palm heel, knee strike, hammer kick. Reverse knife hand, reverse punch, knife hand strike, wrist strike, palm heel, knee, hammer kick. Ready, and 1. And 2. One more time, and 3. Step in, jab, reverse punch, hook punch with the front arm to spinning back fist, bridge hand strike with your back hand, spinning side kick. Step in jab, reverse punch, front arm hook, spinning back fist, bridge hand, spinning side kick. Ready, and 1. Ready, 2. And 3. Reverse knife hand strike. This is combo number 8, 8 of 10. Reverse knife hand strike, reverse punch, skip front kick to jump front kick. Reverse knife hand strike, reverse punch, skip front kick to jump front kick. Ready? And 1. And 2. Shall we do that one more time? One more time. All right. Ready? And go. Low, high, excuse me. Skip low, high roundhouse kick. Jab, reverse punch. Jump, spinning hook kick. Skip low, high roundhouse kick. Jab, reverse. Jump, spinning hook kick. Ready? And 1. And 2. Last combo. This is going to be your roundhouse with your back leg, roundhouse kick. 2 jump 360 roundhouse kicks, your tornadoes. Spinning hook kick, and then immediately execute the opposite side. That's right. Give yourself a little bit of space. You got the combo? Or should I repeat it? You got it. All right, fantastic. Ready, go. There you go. Nice job. Fantastic. I'm only going to have you do that once. All right, fantastic. Get a drink of water, and then we'll move to forms next. Yeah. Oh. So that's a kind of minor step. Look at that. Probably an angle. Yeah. Pretty well. Yeah. Oh, that's what that's the company here on food. I know. No, I was. Yeah. Very, very, illegal. All right, fantastic. Okay, we might throw out the lower rank color belt forms, such as your basic forms, your young champions forms, your Tegu forms, your 3D forms. The ones that you're required to show are 3D3, your own creative, Koryo, Kiamgang, and Kankusho. So those 5, you can go ahead and choose the order in which you present them. We'll start with those 5 first. Which one? Korea? Okay. Whenever you're ready, you may begin. Nice work. Good job. Very cool. Very cool. Remember, you can take, especially since you're the only one testing, you can take pauses and breaks at any time you need, water break, all that kind of good stuff. Xiaogang. Yeah, you got it. Xiaogang. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. Three D three. There you go. All right, your two forms remaining so far would be Kankusho and your creative form. Kankusho. You don't have to. I mean, you don't have to. It's up to you. There we go. There we go. Very cool. All right. So now your creative form. Yeah, all right. Okay. All right. Hmm. All right, all right. Anyway. Yeah, you go. You go. Okay, we're gonna throw out. We're gonna have you do 3 more forms. We're just throw out some of the color belt curriculum forms. So here we go. Let's have you do. Let's have you do Tegu Sajong first. Tegu Sajong. Whenever you're ready, you may begin. All right. Okay, go ahead. Now, you want to keep that form as is, or you want to fix it because there was a slight error at the ending where you ended with a different form. Okay, do it again. Tegu Sajong. There we go. There we go. Very cool. Very cool. All right, Sensei Dean's gonna call out one more form for you. Since we had you do that twice, we're gonna leave it at that. And you have one more.
Let's do 3D1.
3D1. Nice work. Nice job. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Hey, yeah, get a drink of water. We're gonna move to our escapes here in a moment. So yep, absolutely. If you want to use this, you can. Okay. Okay. So what's going to happen right now is Sensei Dean will be your partner for this next section, which is the self-defense and escapes. So he's going to attack in any way. He'll attack with an outside wrist grab, an inside wrist grab. Maybe he'll choose a double wrist grab. Maybe he might want to do front chokehold or a rear chokehold, or he might want to do a double grab to your shoulders. He might want to do a side shoulder grab. He might want to do a bear hug, where he's grabbing over the arms or under the arms. He might, if you don't act in time, he might take you down, and he might try to mount on top and even do a chokehold attack. He might pull out that knife, and he might try to overhand stab you, or slash or thrust that knife into you. So he's going to have any one of those different techniques. Obviously, we're going to exercise a bit of caution and control with the techniques, but you'll do this for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of the attacks, just going back and forth. Sound good? Yay! Awesome. Ready? Go. You're halfway there, minute and a half left. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. And stop. Nice job, guys. Very cool. Very cool. Good stuff. All right, get a drink of water. Hey, take a couple-minute break. We're going to move to our board breaking here in a moment, and then we'll get to sparring. Woo-hoo! Say that again, David. This is where yeah. We're doing board breaking. How's that back feeling? Spasming? Yeah. How's that ankle doing? Okay. There you go. Well, at least it's still attached to your body. All right, with the board break, you're going to do a choice of one of three techniques. Well, basically, you're doing two breaks. For some reason, I can't find my spacers, so you'll have to break without spacers, right? So you're either going to do a downward reverse punch, or you can choose that one first, or you can do one of the two of the following, one of the two, and that would be downward hammer fist or downward sweeping elbow strike. So one of the breaks will be a downward reverse punch, but do you want to do that one first, or do you want to do the other strikes first? Okay, so the other strike, you'll either do a downward sweeping elbow strike, like how you're set up, or a downward hammer fist. All right. Yep. Nice job. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Sweet. You're so, yeah. Now you're aware of the force of it, right? Remember, tight wrist equals tight fist. Nice job. Very cool. Very nice. Very cool. Good stuff. All right, we will set up for sparring. Alrighty, folks. If you're just tuning in, that's a highlight right there. If you're just tuning in, very excited to have you guys just watching Sensei Chaunté's testing. And so she's testing for a second on. Already, we're getting prepared for sparring. So if you've seen any one of our testings before, you know that, hey, this is going faster than normal. A couple of reasons for that. One, we move straight to combinations as opposed to covering hand techniques and kicks in their singular manner. So she already went through her combinations. We, of course, did our escape techniques, which that's where, as opposed to just focusing on one particular section of escapes, we are doing, this is where Sensei deemed her attacker was just attack her any which way. So she had to respond very quickly. We, of course, did forms. She demonstrated 7 forms, as well as just completed the board breaking time. So now, beginning with the sparring here, she will do, she's nursing an ankle injury. She already did her run today. She's already done a lot. So she, helped teach 3 classes, or do her own class and then teach 2 classes. So we'll probably actually have her spar only once, but this will be a 4-minute match. And then she'll have a one 5-minute sparring match with me. So Thanks again for supporting her and tuning in. Thank you. All righty. Are you ready? That's right. As ready as we'll ever be, right? That's the theme. So, okay. So, unlike your testing form and how I have you doing 3 continuous rounds here at 4 minutes a pop, I'm gonna make an adjustment on that, and so you're just gonna do 1 round, 1 4-minute round, and then 1 5-minute round with me, like how we know. Just to remind you that the target areas will be the head, chest, stomach, and sides of the body, as well as the outer legs, the outer thighs, the calves, right? Strikes at the knee and at the face are not allowed. You are allowed to hold and even do controlled takedowns to each other with a single strike once they're down. So you can, for example, do a leg sweep, take them down, boom, 1 strike down, a punch that is not a kick, but then after that, break apart. We're not going to allow continuous ground fighting. Make sense? All right, fantastic. All right, stand in attention, bow. There we go, touch gloves. 4 minutes begins now. Halfway there. There we go. Nice. We go 1 minute left. Okay. 30 seconds. Come on, come on, come on. You got it. Ten seconds. And stop. Stand attention. Wow, nice job. Very cool. Very nice. All right, take a little quick break. Obviously, take off your gear with the exception of your mouthpiece. One final match.
I know she has some anyway. Questions when they're having sickness issues. What do I do?
So I'm definitely dependent on it.
Yeah. Let's give it a little tap. Just let them know.
All right. Ready for one more? Yeah, thumbs up. Woo! All right, that's right. This will be a 5-minute round where, again, we're not wearing any gear. So no strikes to the knees, obviously, or face are allowed. Target areas will still be the head, chest, stomach, sides of the body, and the legs like you did in the previous round. Holds, leg sweeps, and even, holds, leg sweeps, takedowns. Temporary ground fighting is permitted. After 30 seconds, after about 25 or 30 seconds, Sensei Dean will say, we'll reset us back standing up, and then the fight will continue. Sound good?
Talon touch gloves. Or fists. Ready. Begin. Halfway there. Finish one. 1 minute 30 remaining. $30. 10 seconds. Time.
Yeesh. It's a hot day. 107. Still.
Early.
That's right. Still early. Man. But it's a dry heat. It's a dry heat.
Like you hear me sleep better? Probably that one. I'll fix it.
Last stretch. Last stretch.
I don't know if I should eat next. I don't know if I should eat next. Or maybe I should eat more.
Maybe.
I don't know. I took the Tylenol that Micah gave me though. And then, yeah. Poison me. You did it on purpose.
Hey, let's give Sensei Chaunté another hand. Obviously, things with this testing goes faster, but again, it just goes right to it, right intense, right? And so how did you, I know you know dojo rules, I know you know, we've talked many times about serendipities and martial arts and things like that, but let's talk about this, your mindset coming into testing, to share that, your mindset coming into testing, the highs and lows of things that can happen, your mind going through testing, and just kind of take us along that journey.
Well, coming out of testing, I didn't feel as good as I did with my first on. I had lots of other stuff going on at home, so maybe that's it. I feel like I was practicing all the time, but I couldn't focus. It's like with the essay, I kept sitting down to write it, but nothing would come out. I don't know, my mind wasn't focused, but I did have like a feeling that it was going to be different. I don't know exactly how to put that in words. Just like it's a weird expectation of it being hard any test you're going to, but also being like knowing it's not as hard as I think. That's weird. Back and forth. But I was worried about before injury. I was just worried about having like last time I had a rhinitis attack the whole testing, and I had no sleep last time. This time I got a little bit more sleep, not much, and I feel like I was so more like loopy last time. That was just happy-go-lucky, and this time it was like the cranky amount of the no sleep. So, and then of course, injury. And it wasn't like, I was never worried that I could do it. I guess always worried that you're going to do it well as you want. And my just biggest worry was, asthma attack, rhinitis attack, just making it through the entire test. Going through the test, especially since when I have this, I woke up really stiff. I kept trying to unstiffen myself during class. I felt I did better than I thought I was going to do with this. Still, of course, angry at things or like wondering could I still have pushed it harder without injuring it more. I felt like I gave it as much as I could with this considered, but I guess so it's a weird back and forth of it was not as hard as I thought, still hard, and I did as well considering it, but wish it would be
But one of the stumbling blocks and roadblocks for you with the essay, right? We're just kind of, maybe you had mentioned writer's block, you write something, you think something, and then ultimately, I don't know. And of course, your essay was on titles and the importance of them, and and the pros and cons, basically. So, in a nutshell, why don't you go ahead and kind of summarize your takeaway?
Titles we use in many aspects of our life. It's most likely common with like our work. That's the biggest thing that we identify with. The problem is that it sometimes becomes our identity. We let it become our identity instead of it just being what it is at the time that it is. We have the world has expectations of what certain titles are, and then we have our own expectations, and they're usually unrealistic. Or in the example of like people from on the outside having certain expectations or stereotypes of certain titles. And so I was saying like in the essay, when you have a title you are proud of and you live up to whatever expectation you have of it, you're happy, you're good, you have a good perception of it. But when you fall short of it, you have a negative perception, and we tie ourselves to the outcomes of these titles, or the outcomes of getting the title, not getting the title, and what people think of it, versus really, I was saying that we should define the titles ourselves, what we want them to be. It doesn't have to be whatever society says or what we believe it should be, whatever we want to be. So my end takeaway when I finished writing it, whatever I wrote, was that titles, though they do, they describe us, they don't have to be us, but what we want to become. Don't play that.
I mean, I'm gonna actually read a segment of your essay because I just thought it was really, really, really fantastic. So let's see here. Yeah, a title can be a positive thing to a recipient. It can be a form of recognition for their work and achievements, or a sign that they belong to a community or family. And of course, you talked about other benefits that come along with the title. And then you said there are, of course, some downsides that come along with that title. Negative associations, stereotypes. Certain titles may not be as prestigious as others, or have as many perks. And whether or not you embody all the traits that accompany your title, good or bad, many people still have preconceived notions of you based on your title. What's perhaps worse is the perception we place on ourselves when it comes to these titles. When we get a title that we want or are meeting or exceeding the expectations of it, our perception is positive. However, when we don't get the title we want, or we feel we are falling short of those expectations, our perception becomes negative. We may feel like we're not worthy of it, or that it's simply not for us. Even when our perception is positive, we can sometimes allow the recognition to go to our heads and thus become arrogant. This happens when we allow our titles to take over our identities. Instead of seeing things for what they truly are and being confident in ourselves and our abilities, our perception becomes bound to the outcomes of situations and the opinions of others. Yes, titles do describe a part of us, but they do not define us. Instead, we are the ones who should represent how those titles are to be defined. And then you finish off your essay with saying, titles aren't who we are, but rather who we choose to be, the place that we're going. So I just thought that part was pretty awesome. That's fantastic. So, you had earned, obviously, once you earned your first on, you earned the title of senpai, and then throughout your journey, you had just excelled. You really took ownership of that, really excelled, and were presented earlier this year with your Sensei title. I think it was this year.
Mm-hmm.
On that, yeah. And then now here we are testing for your second. So, what? Good or bad, but what does the title Sensei mean to you?
So just in general, because as you know, I really like the Japanese culture and stuff. Sensei specifically is just like the one who's on for the teacher. It could be a boss, things like that. But of course, martial arts, especially here in America, is just mostly associated as the instructor of the dojo. And really, sensei, this is something you've always, at least I've always heard here in martial arts, there's sensei. But to be honest, being at this dojo, you being my sensei, I don't know, made me feel different about, like, it's different with you. It's not just a teacher, and it's a mentor, it's a friend, it's someone who really wants to be there and help. I don't feel like the title by itself, sensei, means that, or people don't embody it at least. So for me, that's the sensei I want to be. And so it's just important to just help others, help them succeed. In turn, it lifts you and you succeed as well.
Absolutely.
Like, really, you have been there for me for so many things. So
yeah, absolutely. Wow, amazing words there. Fantastic. Anything you want to ask?
Well, other than how are you feeling right now? Because I'm a little worried about the ankle and nausea.
Ankle's numb at the moment, or like not the numb that. I hope I'm not gonna have that same issue from last test. I said I'm sitting this way, but it's just like this weird tingle feeling. So at the moment, I don't feel any negative about this tingle. My back is still spasming. That's not the tingle. but I'll stretch it out. The nausea is going down. I had some Tums. I wish I had it sooner. But I was just like, I don't want to throw up on Sensei or Sensei.
Yeah, or sparring.
I was like, I promise I want to keep going. Can you pause this second?
One of my questions, so last time you tested during COVID, I'm not wrong, how do you
Like
feel
towards the
COVID
end.
affected your progress towards your second level?
Since we were coming more so out of COVID, I don't know if it's affected it so much. I know there were certain times where, since it was still like a little bit of a worry thing, where I had tested for COVID, so couldn't come in or didn't want to come in for the sake of others, or even if you had a cough or something, you're going to wear a mask. I don't necessarily feel like, since my first one, like definitely leading up to my first one, there was a lot of effects of learning online, stuff like that. But I think after my first one, we're pretty much in class, and for the most part, coming out of COVID. So I don't necessarily think it had an effect. I could be wrong.
Sure. Fantastic. So, cool. Fantastic. Do my folks in person today want to share anything with Sensei Chaunté? You don't have to. As well open it up.
I mean, I just like to say, just from those forms alone, you're the definition of a trooper. With the busted ankle like that, I don't think there is any other person who would continue with such an intensive testing, especially with a busted ankle like that. And the way you just showed up and showed out with those forms in general.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Wonderful.
I admire your effort. I admire your dedication. You're a helper to not only the spreadsheet and the dojo, but you're helping everyone. You're an example. An example I would also.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Yeah, especially here at this dojo, as you know, titles just don't get bestowed on somebody just because they earn a certain thing. Those are titles that they're earned. They're not given; they are earned. And the thing is, what I've noticed about you is that you've earned your title not because you are doing work to earn the title. You earned your title because you were, like Tony mentioned, you were serving, you're helping others. You're focused on yourself and your growth in martial arts, but you're also inspiring and helping others. You're just living out your values. And so because you're earning it with the right heart, that was just an example that I had seen that I was just blown away and just proud. That's an example that I expect of myself. So I'm like, okay, well, that's what I'm going to do, right? I'm gonna go through all the challenges in life. I'm gonna still serve and help others, and that's what I've just seen you do throughout the years. Moving to Santa Clarita. Sensei, I'm still gonna come. This is my dojo. We might move to Costa Mesa. Hey, this is still my dojo. I'm gonna drive up, and you have just done that. And COVID. Okay, we're gonna go through that. Helping. Okay, wear a mask, not wear a mask, whatever. Other life dynamics and situations. Okay, I'm gonna come here and help others, even when maybe storms of life are coming. You have just constantly chosen to focus on others and help others, and that is an inspiring and amazing example. That is someone who's truly representing Sensei, because you hit the nail on the head. That is just the word. but you are the one who chooses to make it meaningful. And you put it as a definition. And so, I'm just so proud of everything that you have done and demonstrated. And man, some of your spin kicks still look good, even with the busted ankle and the jump kicks. I'm like, look at you go, you know. And so, you know, I know. Obviously, I'm sure there are, like you mentioned earlier, there are some things on your test. You're like, I wonder if I could have pushed harder here or there or whatever. Well, you know, we also have heard that testing day is just where you really demonstrate what you know in a pressured situation, but you're always being tested, right? You're always being tested, and so I'm just very proud of who you are. We're just proud of who you have become and what you represent. I mean, when it comes to the epitome and just the great representation of our dojo, not just sensei is the representation, but our senseis are great representation of it. So just thank you so much for continuing to be a value, an integral part of this dojo. I really appreciate you. I really love you, you know, and just thank you for everything that you do. I want to congratulate you for earning your second Dan black belt. Nice job. Yeah. Can you say that?
All right, fantastic. There you go. Hey, this is better. Last time testing, you stood up and fell right back down. It was absolutely. Yay. There we go. Consistency. Consistency is key. There you go. Hey, this concludes our testing here at Erolin 3D Martial Arts. Let's give another hand to our second Dan black belt Sensei Chaunté. Very cool. Very cool. We hope you guys are healthy and well. The next testing that we're going to have is actually next month in August 11th and 12th. Will be those weekends and whatnot, but we have other events that are happening here at the dojo and whatnot. But for now, this concludes our testing. So stand at attention, turn face our family that are here, and of course bow, face front, and with the key out, let's bow. Yeah, all right, nice job.